Hey everybody, welcome to your Friday, or maybe your Saturday or Sunday. I don't actually know when you're watching this video, but it's coming out on Friday. Hi, I'm Amy Eicher. I am a best-selling author and chronic pain coach, and I help you understand and get out of your pain. All right, so today I thought maybe we could take a moment and have a little bit of levity. Many of you know that I experienced pain for over 20 years and managed to resolve my initial crippling pain completely. And then after enjoying 8-9 years of being pain free and doing all the things I wanted, I contracted long COVID. So now I have another chronic illness. It's great. But being a person with chronic illness or chronic pain leads to our friends and family saying some of the dumbest shit to us, right? So I know that our little Fridays here are entitled "The Shit Nobody Tells You About Pain," but there are some dumb things that people say, and they're well-meaning. They're absolutely well-meaning, but I thought it might be fun to take some of those and craft some funny responses as well as like kind but firm responses that you can give to people because it's important for our health to maintain boundaries. And sometimes people are determined to misunderstand us. No matter what, they will think we are lazy, they will think we're not trying, because in their experience, they have had back pain, they have had hip pain, they've had whatever, they've had a pain, or they've had a cold, or they've had whatever. They did this thing and they got better. So why wouldn't you? And I think, this is just my opinion, but I think some of the reason people give us these but have you tried kind of suggestions are, one, because they do want to help. They hate seeing us like this. But at a subconscious level, the chronicity of our illness shows them how vulnerable they are. So the healthy population, I think, subconsciously is very, very bothered by people with chronic conditions because they don't think it can happen to them. We have a very bizarre unconscious belief system about health being a virtue, and that, like, if you do all the right things, nothing bad will happen and you'll get to continue to live as you are. And autoimmune and chronic conditions and pain just don't work like that. Like, you didn't do anything wrong or evil or bad to end up in the situation you're in. That's not what happened. Something went wacky in your body. That's what happened. And what's terrifying to the general population is that the exact same thing could happen to them. I don't think that's at the forefront of anybody's mind. But as I've started to kind of poke with some of my healthy friends about this, they're like, oh my God, you're right. It's like this implicit bias I have. And I'm like, yes, yes, it is. And so that's why you say things like, but have you tried yoga? Yeah. No, you know what? I hadn't thought of trying yoga. I was too busy with the ancient healing powers of Netflix, hoping that that would help heal me. Of course, I tried yoga. Has anybody not tried yoga? I feel like we've all tried yoga. I feel like for those of us that have been in pain for, more than a couple of years, we've tried close to everything. Most of it draining our pocketbooks, but and not getting us better. But we've tried it. Okay, so the ancient healing powers of Netflix is cute and all, but what you could say to kind of put up your boundary around this is, gosh, I really appreciate your suggestion. I've tried a lot of things. Yoga hasn't worked for me, but I'm following a treatment plan that's appropriate for my condition. Thank you for your concern. Right? So that lets the person know that you appreciate what they've said. You've redirected them in telling them you're doing things that are appropriate for your condition. And again, very subtly, because you're the expert. A lot of people seem to think that we need to stay positive. And to some degree, I would agree, but I think staying positive is a lot more like being realistic or having acceptance, which I talk about a lot. Like, well, this is what it is. Like, while I am talking to you, my heart rate is going to skyrocket, and that's just the way that it's going to be until it's not. And I could probably make that better by not drinking coffee. Guess what's in my mug? Guess my happily ever after mug, which I love. Guess what's in it? Coffee. Because I know that my heart rate going up is not biologically dangerous, although it's really annoying. Hang on a sec. But I am no longer willing to take everything out of my life that I enjoy, and I enjoy my morning cup of coffee. So, yes, we need to stay positive, but I think that really means being more realistic. Often what people mean when they say that is, I'm uncomfortable with your sadness. I'm uncomfortable with your discomfort. I'm uncomfortable with how frustrated you are with the medical system, lack of treatment, et cetera, et cetera. And so I need you to be more positive. I think reminding people that staying positive is important. And just because I'm expressing negative emotion about something regarding my condition doesn't mean that I'm not still forward looking. It doesn't mean I'm not enjoying my life, but it does mean things are kind of hard right now. Chronic pain's complex, and it requires more than a positive mindset. And Amy, the chronic pain coach, told me that if we have fake positive mindset, like we say we're going to be positive when we're not, that actually makes my pain worse, because that's true. You see, the brain knows when we're lying. So if you really are feeling like everything sucks and I'm never going to get better and I just can't see a way out of this, and you decide you're just going to say, but I'm just going to tell myself it's a great day and everything's going to be fine. Your brain knows that you're lying and sends out a warning signal. And you know what warning signal you are probably experiencing the most? If you said pain, you would be correct. So false positivity, toxic positivity, stay way, 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 way far away from that. That does nothing to help you get better. Realistic positivity, today sucks, but maybe tomorrow would be better. I've got a PT appointment coming up, and that helps me feel a little bit better. I've got, I've got purpose and meaning and reasons to live. And so it's not a lot of fun right now, but I've got a reason to be here. And so life doesn't suck as bad as it could. I get that that doesn't sound positive to the average person, but it really is. But do you see how giving them a little bit of information, appreciating their concern, and then kind of gently telling them why it's inappropriate, i.e., pain is complex and requires more than a positive mindset, and false positivity will make me worse than I am right now. So thank you. And then maybe you can invite them to help you with something that you need help with. You know what would help me stay positive? If you came over and helped me clean my house, if you spent time with me sitting on my couch instead of wanting me to constantly go out and sit out in the world or in places that are uncomfortable. I know many of my clients have hip, SI, or back pain. And so sitting, like so much of our social activities are sitting, right? So like, let's go have dinner and then go watch a movie together, or watch the movie and then go have dinner together. That's a lot of sitting. It's a lot of sitting that you can't control. And it's also not broken up by other things. So inviting your people wanting you to be positive to, do other things with you, give them more appropriate things that you can do instead of having to say no all the time. But if you go to my blog, you will find 10 things that I commonly heard from providers as well as loved ones. And again, you get the funny and the more helpful, serious side. So I want you to know that I understand life with a chronic condition can be very, very challenging. And it is super important to keep pursuing self-management strategies, because our healthcare world, like the world, like everywhere, is not equipped to handle chronic conditions. It is equipped to handle acute things that come and go. It is not equipped to help people live with chronic conditions. People that have had chronic conditions and have training, like myself, are people that can help you do that a lot better. And you're going to be a lot happier if you're relying on yourself with your medical team as like part of your team, but that you are the captain of your team. That is my goal for all of my clients, and for the purpose of these videos, is to help you get closer to being the person that manages your own case. And then you only need a coach every once in a while, or you need your physical therapist when you need a little bit more help, or your massage therapist when you're having a super rough day, or your medical providers, your MDs, to keep up with your medications and to adjust those as appropriate. Because you know what? A lot of us need our medications, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's part of well-balanced care. But yeah, so in conclusion, keep laughing, keep being informed, keep exploring what works best for you. And if somebody makes a suggestion that you haven't tried, remember that all of the things that will make you better are because they either calm your nervous system, they make it happy, or they upset it and they make you feel unsafe. So things that make you feel safe, we want to do more of. Things that make you feel unsafe, we want to do less of. I hope that you have enjoyed our little chat today. I want to remind you all that in the month of September, the class From Rehab to Real Life is being created. So each week a module is coming out. There will be 8 of them. And that is to help people that have graduated from PT but aren't really able to live in their lives the way that they want. And so maybe that's you want to get back to the gym. Maybe that's just you want to be able to take a shower and get dressed in the same block of time. This class is to give you all of the secrets that physical therapists use to help you get from point A to point B, but I give them to you so you can do it yourself, so that you can manage your own case and you can start where you need to, living in the life that you have and slowly expanding it, because that's how we get better, is incrementally and slowly getting back the things that we want. And for some of us, we're ready to figure out how to get back to the gym. For others of us, we're trying to figure out, how can I wash my body, my hair, brush my teeth, and get dressed without needing to rest in between because my pain gets so high or my fatigue gets so high. This class will help you with that, and I will drop a link in the comments below to this blog post if you would like to write down responses that you can have pocket ready to give your friends, or you would like to sign up for this course. I will see you all next week. Have a great weekend.